If you can find the equation of a straight line and give it in the form y equals mx plus c using both of the methods in this video, you've been successful. Okay, let's go and link to what we already know. So previously you might have seen me put in two bits of information. So if we have two pieces of information, if we have the right two pieces, we can come up with the equation to a straight line. So the information we're given can either be written or it can be in the form of a graph, visual. You need to be able to deal with both of those. But the important thing is that it's two pieces of information. So remember that. Have you got two pieces of information? What do these two pieces of information need to be? They need to be the gradient plus 1 point. Now that point can be any point, a point on the line, or an intercept, which it actually is another point on the line. An intercept is a point, and of course it's on the line. So it'll either be just some random point that is on the line, or it's the intercept, the x or the y intercept. It's more handy if it's the y-intercept. Okay, the other thing is that the other two bits of information it could be, so that's one pair of bits of information, the gradient and a point. The other thing, it could be 2 points that are on the line and no information about the gradient. Any 2 points that are on the line. There's two ways. Okay, so 2 points on this line. So there's two ways this can happen. It can be with a point plus the gradient, or just 2 points on the line. They both work. Let's have a look. We'll look at the second one first. In this example, we've got to find the equation of this blue line. It's a straight line. We're going to have a linear function. So if we predict what we're going to get, okay, it'll be a line in the form y equals mx plus c, because, as you know, that's the form of a straight line. Alright, well, let's see, do we have two bits of information? Well, we have 2 points. What are the 2 points? The 2 points we're certain about is that point and that point. They're the x and the y intercepts. So that one's an x-intercept, and it would be the point -2, 0. This one down lower is the point 0, -4. So we have 2 points. What do we do with those? Well, a couple of things. We know that that one's the y-intercept there, and we know the y-intercept, you can see, is at the point 0, -4. So from our previous work, you'll know that the end of the equation is going to be plus c will be plus -4. Or the end of the equation will have a -4 on it. So we're going to leave that there for later on. That's all predicting what our answer is going to look like. So you can do that bit in your head. And it's important to be mindful of what you're doing in maths, not just some zombie that's doing things on autopilot, okay? So be mindful, that's what we should get. What can we do with these 2 points? Well, we can calculate the gradient. Now remember, the form of a straight line is y equals mx plus c. If we've got m and we've already got c, we can write the equation or the rule down. Okay, remember, we need to name the 2 points for the gradient formula. I'm going to call that point A and that one point B, and gradient M, gradient YB minus YA over XB minus XA. So we need to substitute the y coordinate of point B, which was -4. If you look at the graph to your left, the y coordinate of point A, which is 0, the x coordinate of point B, which is 0, and the x coordinate of point A, which is -2. And we've got -4 minus 0, which is -4. We've got 0 minus -2, which is the same as 0 plus 2, which is 2. -4 on 2, which is -2, is the gradient. Does that make sense? Well, yes, because if you think about it, it's a falling line, and it's gone down 4 as it's gone across 2. So that matches our working. So yes, that makes sense. Alright, the next part is that we've already got the y-intercept, so basically we can substitute that in. So y equals -2x plus -4, or in other words, y equals -2x minus 4.